Hello and good morning, guys. After the meeting yesterday, I have a tendency to get up around 3:30 every morning and I start writing. But today I decided rather than writing, I would just shoot this video for you. I looked everywhere. I couldn't find this video. The Jungian shadow meditation was something we were describing. And so I wanted to kind of walk you through a little bit on that. So when it starts off, Carl Jung knew that there were two sides to man. And so you see the yin and yang symbol. And so you have the bright side, the part that you express to people, and then you have the dark side, the part that you go within, that you know who you truly are. That's the crux of that particular one. Most of you that are on the mastermind have a format or a form of clairvoyance. This is where you're able to create pictures in your mind. And sometimes you may be in the shower or you're washing your hands or you're doing dishes or you're doing something mundane. All of a sudden, something will flash through your mind. And then 2 hours later, it'll happen. Okay, this is what we call clairvoyance, the ability to see things in your mind's eye. And sometimes your higher self or your oversoul, as some people will call it, will give you flashes of the future, just trying to remind you that you are a multidimensional being, that yes, you have these details going on in your life, but you're multidimensional. We were describing some of the experiences we've all had uh, where we are very clear that we are multidimensional. So I won't go into clairvoyance too much. What is helpful, though, is when you sit to meditate and you realize it's a form of listening, you want to get very childlike. You want to see it as the grand adventure. Remember when you were a child in your positive moments when you were running around, you were having a great time. You were able to just be. You were able to run around, and if you saw a three-leaf clover, you could pick it up. If you saw a bee, you could watch the bee as it worked. You took time to watch your world, okay? You want to have that relaxed state as you get ready to meditate. You want to be in that place. And I have clear memories of wandering through fields of flowers. I have clear memories of being in various countries because my dad was in the military, and I remember being able to put myself into that childlike space. So it may take a little bit, but you want to be in that place where you were relaxed, you were running around having a good time, you didn't have to go to school, you didn't have anywhere you had to be, you were just enjoying nature. And that's usually what I remember as a kid, is when I was able to just enjoy nature and watch a spider create a web in 20 minutes. And I sat there for that whole 20 minutes watching that spider build a web. I was fascinated watching it work. So those are some of the things that you can remember. Okay, so that childlike state is the joy of picking dandelions and the joy of just being able to be you in those moments. Okay. We remember those childlike times where a stick wasn't just a stick was a sword, a stick was a walking cane, it was a flagpole, it was, sticks became all kinds of different things, magic wands, you could change the world. That's where you want to put yourself in that relaxed state. Now, Carl Jung had a very systematic process for getting you to talk to your subconscious. Now, what was the purpose of this? The purpose was so that you could release resistance to be able to move into that space that we talked about, that white space or that space of unconditional love. When we were able to consciously reconnect with our higher self. Now, remember, we always have this walking around. It's just we don't remember. We're so human. We're so used to this human experience that we don't remember all that we are. We only remember roughly, 18 to 20% of what we are. And so in order to get back to that understanding of the worldview or being able to be that higher mind, and being literally out of our mind, out of our emotions, and being in that unconditional love state that we were talking about, this is the process he would use. You want to go to a safe space, whether it's walking about in nature, you want to create for yourself in your mind as you're meditating, what is your safe space? Now, most people that I talk to are like, oh, I got it. I know where my safe space is. But I do like to give you some options on creating a safe space for the shadow meditation specifically. So go to your safe place, wherever that is, and then create a place where you're walking down a path, you're on the beach. All of us have our favorite places to be. So just pick one because it's not so much important as long as you are feeling safe. It doesn't matter which one you pick. Some of us enjoy caves, some of us like going under earth, some of us like walking on top of earth, some of us like being on mountains. Just pick the one that's best for you. Some people prefer to be in a building of some kind, and when you're in that building, then you feel safe. So yeah, whatever works for you. The point is, whatever your retreat is, this is where you go to retreat. You're going to retreat from the world. You're going to retreat from what's happening in your life in that moment. You are sitting and you're going, and you can set a timer for this if you want, but you are sitting and you're going to focus on this meditation. It only takes about 5 minutes. Okay. So you can usually take 5 minutes. And what you're going to do is you're going to create a chair, you're going to create a table, a sofa, couch, and 2 chairs. And the reason for this configuration is you are talking to your subconscious mind. Now, why are you talking to your subconscious mind? Because your subconscious mind knows you better than you in this sense. It knows where it throws up resistance because it's been doing that ever since you were young to protect you from life. And right now, those barriers to that no longer allow you to communicate with life in the grand way that you want to be communicated with. So you're going to set up a chair, 2 chairs, a couch, and a table in your room. Okay. Now, some people's room, they set it up this way. Okay. I'm just giving you some rooms that have a table, 2 chairs. You can be very luxurious in your couch. For me, I have a tendency to stay outside. I don't like being in buildings. And so I have very rough hewn wood kind of events. My place looks more like this. So it's technically not a table, it's a fire. But you know what? My subconscious created this for me. You set up an intention as you're in your higher self, and then your subconscious will set up an intention for you. So you set this up, okay? And then what's interesting is that when you go back to this place, this is what you're going to do. You're meditating, you're calming down, and your subconscious only speaks in pictures. So what you want to do with these pictures is you say, okay, mind, I'm meditating, I'm going into this very safe place. I have a table, 2 chairs, and a couch. And what you want to do is you want to sit in one chair. Across the table from you is the other chair, and then there's this couch. And on the table, you happen to have, I'm setting this up for you because this is how your subconscious mind sees what you're doing. Your subconscious mind sees things very, very different than you do. We are setting up what Carl Jung called a mental construct. The subconscious mind will see the 2 chairs as these elements, the couch and the table. And what we're going to do is we're going to introduce a communication tool between your subconscious mind and your conscious mind. You're going to put a bag on the table. And as you're meditating, you're going to say, I am here to listen. I am here to learn whatever you care to show to me. What is it that I need to know right now? And when you go into this bag, you're going to open the bag and you're going to take a look in it and see what comes out. And as you open the bag, something's going to come out and sit on the couch. Okay. So you open the bag, look at it, and we're going to unlock some aspect of your worldview that's going to come out of that bag and then sit on the couch. Now, when I first unlocked my subconscious and I had this mental construct with myself, I was shocked. It was just a black cloud that sat there on the couch, but it was very wispy, like it kind of formulated. It was very nebulous. And all it has was a set of eyes that were blinking at me, like almost cartoon eyes. And I said to my subconscious mind, well, this is interesting. And then across what is in that second chair, in the second chair in your mental construct is a moderator. Now, that moderator can be Jesus Christ. I did that a lot with my Christian friends because they wanted to feel safe in their own mind. I thought that was interesting, but they wanted to feel safe. So they had Jesus Christ there. Some people have Ganesha. Some people have a spiritual leader. Some people have their mom that's crossed over. It doesn't matter who the moderator is. It's a person of high integrity, high trust, who can help communicate and be a communicator between your subconscious mind and you. It just helps to design these things so your subconscious mind has multiple ways of talking to you. Well, when I first saw that wispy cloud sitting on the couch and those cartoon eyes winking at me, I was just like, huh, I'm here to listen, is what I said. Do you have anything to share with me? And it just kept blinking its eyes, and it was very non-threatening. It just was sitting there. And then I turned to my moderator and I said, and he goes, children were to be seen, not heard. This is why you have trouble speaking in public. And I thought, wow, that was a mental construct that no longer was appropriate. And as soon as I turned to that being and said, I see you and I'd love to hear you speak. What do you care to share with me? And it left. It just left. It dissolved. It was gone. I turned to my moderator, kind of like, what? And my moderator said, it just wanted you to know that. And off it went. So, what you do is you set up these meditations to do them each day. And because you have the moderator there, sometimes you are thinking you are using the alphabet, but what your subconscious is seeing is this, okay? So your subconscious speaks in code, even though analytically you speak in an alphabet. And sometimes that moderator is going to be there to help decode for you, what are these symbols? Why are these symbols the way they are? Why are they working the way they are? And what you need is a code breaker, and that's why the moderator is there to kind of help you break the code as you move it through. So sometimes you may be meditating and you think you hit a brick wall. In actuality, that wall is the resistance. So it helps to relax, go into that childlike wonder, and figure it out. Now, if you want some help decoding what's happening in your subconscious mind, I'll be glad to help you out. This is Janine Bolin with my dear friends of the Mastermind Group. Let me know if I may be assistance to you. Realize I'm a shaman and this is part of the work that I get paid to do. So if you would give me some sort of a donation for this, but I would be happy to walk you through Carl Jungian shadow meditation, and we can help see what some of the resistance is that you have in regards to your higher self and moving forward in your life. Have a great day, and thank you for letting me share this with you.